My favorite real life moment with Ina was when we were at the Paris Olympics last summer, and she texted me and said, "Hey, we're going to lunch at my favorite little place. Do you want to come?" A rhetorical question. When Ina says, "Do you want to come?" the answer is yes, you want to come. So we went with Kate, her wonderful book editor and friend, and the three of us sat in a little corner table in Paris in a little cafe, like the fantasy of every Ina Garten fan. I got to live it out. I felt a little unworthy of it, frankly, but I will always cherish it. If Ina comes to your house for dinner, I feel like that's a little stressy, even though she is the least judgmental, friendliest, nicest, most loving person I've ever met. But also, she's Ina Garten, right? So, what are you making? Are you preparing it correctly? Are you putting out the appetizers the right way? Are the appetizers right? Is the wine good? Did I cook the chicken long enough? What about the dessert platter? Did I get an arrangement of different shapes and colors? So much to think about. With all that said, it would be a little stressful, but she would love you anyway. She says, as long as it tastes good and we're having a good time, it was a great meal.
You've once joked about being the valedictorian of the Metropolitan Bartending
Oh my
School
gosh.
of 1993,
That's a true story.
class
Yeah.
of 1993.
Wow. Good poll.
So, I mean, clearly you're an expert. What's your go-to drink, shake, or stir when hosting?
Well, what's funny is my go-to drink requires absolutely no bartending skill whatsoever. It's a bourbon with a splash of ginger ale, a little lime, and really just put your finger in the top and twirl it around. But I can do a martini. We can do margaritas if that's what the situation calls for. If it's summery, we're outside. Maybe it's something more like that. But generally, honestly, we open some bottles of wine. People like a high noon or something in a can. We'll do that. We'll get some beers out, and then I'll be drinking the bourbon poured with a splash of ginger ale, depending on the quality of the bourbon. If it's really good, you don't want to taint it with the ginger ale, but always just with a little twirl of the finger, which no civilized person recommends. I mean, listen, I was co-valedictorian. You can't question me. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and honestly, at that point, you don't really want food. The truth is, you ate dinner not that long ago. So I'll do a little yogurt, do a coffee for sure, and then I'll do one more coffee right when the show starts. Morning Joe starts at 6 o'clock in the morning. So by the time we get going at 6 o'clock, I'm on my second cup of coffee. And sometimes, depending on the day and the lack of sleep I've had the night before, I might go for number three. But it's a little bit of food, like a little sugar in the yogurt to get you going, but mostly it's coffee. Those dinners, I think, like every family, shape you, whether it's the small family dinner, the four of us, my sister and my parents, every night. How was your day? Checking in with everybody, keeping an eye out on your little sister, seeing what's going on, or the bigger family dinners at holidays, which is where I think for me, it's where I formed my personality. I had a crazy group of hilarious uncles, crazy group of hilarious aunts mixed in with my parents and cousins. And I remember as a young teenager kind of choosing my moments like, oh, I'm going to join now. I'm going to make a joke, or I'm going to give some crap to my uncle and see how that goes. And so I think those meals are a place where we're all seated around a table together, enjoying food, but really enjoying each other. And in many cases, kind of figuring out who we're going to be as you grow up. My favorite Ina Garten recipe is the chicken with orzo. It's like a feta and lemon orzo. It comes with the chicken. My wife makes it probably once a week. The party starts at 6 p.m. Well, I don't think dinner's at 6. So I think I'm on solid ground not showing up at 6. I think dinner is probably at 7 or 7:30. So let's show up at 6:30. You don't want to be the first one there unless you're super close with the people. Then it's just like you're kind of helping out even once you get there. But if it's a general dinner party, I think a half hour after post time is the way to go.